if you like rolling dice and making words, then you want to check out Dice Words. Let's take a look at how this game plays. In this game, players are trying to create the best word that they can with their letters, utilizing as many of the letters from the ice cube dice as they can with what they roll in order to increase the score of their word. So players will roll once to start the round, and then they can re-roll their dice up to twice if they're unhappy with their letters. So with what I got here, I think I'll definitely keep that N since it is one of the ice cube dice, but I think now I will re-roll the rest of them because I don't really love those for creating a word. Alright, we got a much better roll this time, so I think I will actually keep all of these letters here because we do have the S that's in the center, the W that's in the center, and then I got a question mark, which can be used as absolutely any letter, and it will count to, if I match one of the letters there, it'll count for that as well. So now I'll go ahead and create my word, so I think I will go ahead and make this an A, and we'll have Nas be our word. Once the time is up, you need to commit your word, and then you'll just go ahead and score. So you'll first score for what your word is worth. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Then you'll multiply by how many letters in this word that you have matched. So I did end up with N-A-W-S. So I did match all 4, so times 4. And then you'll go into any bonus points. So because my word is 5 letters long, I'll also get 5 bonus points there. If it was 6, I'd get 10. And for 7, 25. If you did not match any of the letters in the word, then you will look at your word score, but you'll be multiplying it by 0, so then you won't score for that. But if your word is 5, 6, or 7 letters long, you will still score those bonus points, so you can hopefully get a couple of points for the round still. Players can play a short, medium, or long game for 5, 10, or 15 rounds, and at the end of however many rounds they choose, whoever has the highest score will win. I also didn't mention this sugar cube die. Whoever has the lowest total score at the end of each round will gain this sugar die, so they'll have an extra die to roll. It's not worth any points. There's no points on the letters themselves, but it just gives you a little bit more wiggle room in the words you can create, and maybe you can get a bigger bonus by being able to create slightly longer words. I thought this was a really fun concept. I think that overall the mechanisms worked really well. I liked having the letters to match in the center. I liked that it also wasn't a race. It didn't matter if you have made your word first or not. It was just a 2-minute timer that you just had to finish a word within. And I like that a little bit more than having something where it's real time and also you're racing and have to be first to get more points. Because I think that that's just a little bit more tricky and more difficult, especially in a game that has the luck that this has. So I definitely liked the timing aspect of it. It's just to make sure the rounds don't go on forever. But then back to speaking of that luck, you can get really unlucky with rolls. I have seen people do their 3 rolls and not get any of the letters that are in the center, no question marks, and that's really frustrating. And then even if you only get 1, you're only multiplying your word score by 1, so it can be really difficult. Of course, there's also the skill that comes with being able to make a word really quickly, or being able to just kind of find a word with the letters that you're working with. But because you're not guaranteed those letters that are in the center, which contributes to the score, that's just kind of, again, can be a little bit frustrating because there is just that big luck factor when it comes to rolling the dice. I did like the sugar cube. I thought that was nice to give somebody a little bit more help with the letters, give them an extra die for that. But again, the sugar cube doesn't have any points on it, so if you are using it, your word score is not that big. So you do have to make sure that your word's pretty long, so hopefully you can get a bigger word score if you're looking to match those dice to multiply that with. So overall, like I said, I think the game works. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of cute. And I do like that there's some variants to help out like a younger audience if they need some extra bonus points, or just a head start, things like that. I think that overall it's a really approachable, family-friendly game. I just wouldn't play it with someone who gets really frustrated under time limits, or who, like, people who don't like making up words really quickly, can't kind of parse through those letters that they're rolling and kind of see those words come together. But otherwise, if you like word games, if you like rolling dice, it's absolutely so much fun to just roll them. The cups are great. Everything about the components are great. So if you think this one might be up your alley, check out my blog today to decide if this one's for you.